in the game.
Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor and M&T Bank Stadium here in Baltimore, Maryland. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Baltimore Ravens. This will be taken in at the 1. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now the Auburn product, Corey Grant. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid game. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
On 2nd down, it's Grant. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
It's 3rd down and 4.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. From the gun, Jackson. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. On 1st down, Grant. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Hey, watch it.
On 2nd down now, it's Grant. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
A great pickup there, 35 yards, and obviously the 1st down to go along with it. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Grant. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
On 2nd down, it's Grant. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
When trying to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 16. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. They were trying to go to Brown once again, and it's 2nd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion, and to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
13th play now on the opening drive. Will this be the lucky one? It's 3rd and goal. To throw again is Jackson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
Ready? 52, 52. I got it. Spot.
Throwing on first down. Schaefer. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati first down.
One of the selling points of the corner route is usually the receiver is able to move away from the defender. But in this case, he didn't get that far away.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. That's caught by the tight end, Drew Sample. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 30.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7 at the 27-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. Open man, here's Foster. And they'll get this down to the 10. 16 yards, a first down. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this. And, hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
Offer mine.
You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9 now. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Jackson back into his end zone. Escaping the pressure right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
All right, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15, and the Bengals will take over in terrific field position.
Ready, ready. 90, wolf.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, you can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Jackson. They're going to set up the screen here. This is Grant. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. And he will have the first down here as he's up to the 15. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down. They'll run on first down. Grant. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
2nd and 5 now. Jackson, he's going deep for Brown. It's caught inside the 25. A big play that time for the Ravens. 59 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
On first down, it's Grant. 12 more yards there and another first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
Coming to you, coming to you.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. That's complete to his running back, Grant. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Corey Grant, his 4th touchdown on the year, as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going, and it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him, but whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. There goes a deep ball. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Jackson. Flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down, and he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Here we go. Watch 57. Let's go.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson, he's got this one complete to Perriman. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Got a man. It's Brown. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. But one thing's for sure, they're going to have to come up with something at halftime because he is absolutely roasting them right now.
They're going to go through the whole litany of things, changing coverages, what are we going to do to put a man on him? The big thing to me is treat it like a good pitcher treats pitching a game. Change your timing, change your location. So sometimes you're up on him, sometimes you're back. Just change up the looks that he sees and make him just a little bit more hesitant.
Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Check. Watch 54.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. And Jackson throwing once more. And 6 points for the Baltimore Ravens.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Tucker now to add the point after. He's got it, and it's 17-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the He'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Ready, break.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Now, we're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. After the interception, here's Jackson. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Bengals drive about to get going. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Hey, exit.
They'll throw now on the final play. He'll let it go deep for Foster. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Bengals drive about to get going. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
1st down, Cincinnati.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Mixon with a 1st down carry. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Ravens' 46-yard line.
Let's go. 10 Lobo.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Let's go.
On 2nd and 11 now. McSorley, he completes it to Tate. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Now, after that last play, there's a Bengal down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
I got it. Check, 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 check.
Ready?
Off of play action, it's McSorley. And the catch good. It's Eifert. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. Looking to throw again on second down. McSorley into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They'll run on first down. Grant. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
I don't think you got it, son.
They go back to Grant. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Buying time to his left. He'll run it. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
54. Right there. 54, Mike. And here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson, eluding the pressure right. This will be caught by Brown. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 53 yards. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go band of brothers thought process. No one left behind, no pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
Well, you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
Now left side on the swing pass, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's third down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the second down pass play only went for 2. Again, Jackson. Toward the pylon, caught. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. Tucker's kick is good. And the lead now increases to 20-0. So it's an old-school extra point that counts 3 times. It's certainly a disappointment they weren't able to get it in the end zone.
Yeah, I can just imagine post-game, head coach looking at the box score, 19-yard field goal, grimacing a little bit, but having to realize that at that moment, getting 3 points was vital. Go ahead and get the points, put them on the board.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now McSorley. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Robert Foster, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. 3rd down, they're going to throw for it with McSorley. And Eifert has it. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A first down and then some. 36 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
I know there would be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Throwing is McSorley. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They go play action now with McSorley. And that is incomplete. Brian Poole that time there to get a hand on it.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. On 4th down, here's McSorley. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. They try and run on 1st down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. Now that sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. Before they can snap it, time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go. Not today, you are. Not today.
On 2nd and 12, Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Right there on the coverage was the safety, Jesse Bates. Charles, thinking back to what you said in the 1st quarter, that part of the magic elixir for a road victory for these underdogs was going to be winning the turnover battle. Well, they only have one right now. Look at the scoreboard.
Yeah, not exactly playing to the form that I subscribed, right?
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step one. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. McSorley, 1st and 10. He gets this one to Boyd. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Here's McSorley to throw. He's got his man. This is Tate. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play there for the Bengals. 49 yards. They'll run it with Williams. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. What a game this defense continues to play, huh?
Yeah, they've been aggressive from the first snap, and they've controlled this ball game. But right now, if you're on the other side of the ball, you got to match that aggressiveness. No points so far in this game. Moving the football, got to be that way to go against them and try and get some points on the board.
And I'm curious on the defensive side if they stay aggressive, because you know they want to pitch this shutout.
Yeah, they have to be aggressive, but they also have to be smart about it as well, because
feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. McSorley sets to pass. And he's got his big tight end, Eifert, and it's a Bengal touchdown. Tyler Eifert, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer. They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. To throw is Jackson. Flush to his right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Grant. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock. Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man. Now they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels? Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock. The Ravens on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down. But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right? Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him. And this won't get there. Won't be on line either. It's no good. Off to the right, and this score will stay right where it is. Charles, all things considered, I guess that's not a critical miss at this stage, is it? No, but still everything helps when you're trying to finish off a ball game. And you're right, not critical in terms of the scoreboard and the team, but the guy with the golden foot, he knows he's only as good as his last kick. Good starting field position for him as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it. They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Tavon Young. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's a gain of 34. They'll look to throw here. This is caught by Williams. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it was a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it. And even if he missed, confident in their defense that they could hold them.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Grant. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Move the chains. A gain of 7 on 3rd down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a give right side. Grant. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Miles Boykin. His 2nd touchdown on the season as the Ravens push further out in front. As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, You could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flush from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Tyler Boyd. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead. So now the Bengals offense will stay out there as they'll decide to go for two.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
They'll look to throw. And he'll get in. And they're going to draw themselves 2 points closer. And around the goal line, especially on two-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Well, I know at points in this one you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal.